premise is situal. The premise is simple. The end result is butchering once again. Hey guys, EndoPlasmite here. We're back with another episode of EndoPlasmite Plays Pokemon LeafGreen. Intro pretty much is to imply the fact that we're just going to jump right into what's going on this time around. Grindfest. That's literally what mostly is taking place. We're trying to take a Doduo and grindfest it all the way to be able to evolve into a Dodrio, then also grindfest it so it is able to be caught up and level to the rest of the team. Speaking of Dodrio, another cheating Pokemon. Because Dodrio ain't present like that until level 31. Speaking of Doduo, last episode we caught Doduo in the Safari Zone. Doduo was going to be our main 5th team member. I'm just busy trying to plow through Pokemon one after another at this point. Try to get us caught up to the point where we're actually able to potentially obtain our 6th final team member. Here's an interesting thought to think about regarding numbers. Why exactly are the TMs numbered the way that they're numbered? And why exactly are the HMs numbered the way that they're numbered? Wouldn't it make any sense to put the order number of HMs and TMs in the order that you could obtain them? Also, I was half right about this trainer. I did say that this trainer was going to be a normal type trainer, while the other one was going to be grass. Wrong type of normal though, because this is not pure normal, it's normal / flying. Get burned, sucker. Really? Well, that's fine. It's a decoy that I don't need to really worry about too much. And yes, I know, I just tried to use Hypnosis on a Pokemon that's burned. Thank you, Web Rule. Really cool. Again. All I did was just install. I still got credit. One more to go. It'd be neat if this actually worked. But that's many generations later. You've gotta be kidding. Really? And up the double dosage of really. Okay. I know what this calls for. Still not enough. I mean, 3 defense curls. Well, it was 2, but now it's 3. We'll explain that. I apologize if I seem a bit short. It's not really the factor of me being short, it's just a general... Thank you, Adobe Acrobat. Also really cool. Stuff like that, kind of for one thing. Another thing in general is it's just the general blech going on. Not to say on the basis of general blech because I'm sick. Let's put it this way. I have no issue doing the gameplay footage that I'm doing for the lack of viewership that I'm getting. That's not the issue. The issue kind of going at hand is even doing the base pattern that I'm doing of trying to record episodes the day before it happens and then uploading it for that following day gets a little tiring. I'm still forcing myself to do it because I want to keep a pattern going finally. Kind of strange I was able to sneak past them, but I won't really question too much on that. Anyways, I digress. There's not a lot of work or effort gets put into this to begin with, and that's fine. Still doesn't change the fact that it gets a little tiring still. You might have a better chance if your Pokemon weren't starter Pokemon still, and they were actually evolved. Although, despite the fact of me saying that I'm not sick, I'm definitely dealing with a little bit of mucus in my nose. Mucus. Not to say I'm trying to jump ahead to get over to where my next objective is, but I'm kind of doing that. The main thought that comes to mind for the situation that's going on here's the thing. Here's the very weird situational thing. With Pokemon games, one of the reasons that for the newest release, Pokemon Legends ZA, I didn't record anything is because I want to be able to just go through and play games of my own without having anything showing up on the screen. That way I can play as much as I want, as long as I want. But at the same time as well, there's also a second part of me that's kind of like, I want to actually do recording sessions for Pokemon stuff. But the infrequency or the location for how they get put online, it just becomes pointless. It gets lost in the shuffle of everything else that's on the channel. So I create this channel. And now that I've created this channel, I've gone through the process that I'm going through, I still found myself wanting to get back into the habit of just playing Pokemon games for a long extended period of time, just to play them for fun. But I can't do that here. I can still have fun with this. That's not the point of what I'm implying. The point is, I actually still have to remember to keep pacing myself out on this. I think some of it's just a factor of pairing alongside my work schedule with stuff. This way, the uploading schedule that's going on the main channel is as infrequent as it is, partially because I don't have too much content going on right now that I could do, or at least that I would want to do, since most stuff nowadays I kind of want to do with my friends at the same time. I'm gonna hold on that tangent at least for Doduo evolving into Dodrio. There we go. Dodrio. Much better off in terms of stats for that. Yeah, attack and speed are exactly the same on this. Any Hoosier. What was I talking about? See, even the tangent wasn't really much of an important tangent for me to have forgotten what I was discussing. I think what I'm trying to say with it is most of the content on the main channel is stuff that is co-op content nowadays. Because it seems like everything else that's even single content doesn't really do as well. And it can't really be on the basis of not commentating, because while there's other stuff where I do commentate, it still is the same progress. Or I should say lack of progress. I think both sets of channels are just a niche market for only a select type of people. And if they get their viewings, then they get their viewings. If they don't get their viewings, they don't get their viewings. So, with all the content going on being co-op, and both Chaos and Marsh being sick like they were, chances for me really being able to do something co-op with them was kind of little to none. Now they're starting to get better, but the need or wants to do it is made tricky with the fact of how my work schedule works. That's the part of the tangent that was tricky to my work schedule. Remember before when I was trying to go through that process for working with Chaos to do that 5-episode recording session, there was a double reason for it. First reason being for the fact that I did want to record with friends, and with the factor that they'd actually be able to hear the gameplay footage as it plays through, it'd be a little bit more enjoyable for them, plus we get to converse on stuff like Pokemon based or just have some fun banter. But it was also to occupy the fact that I was extremely busy with work-related stuff during the entirety of the last week. I mean, it was the week before Valentine's Day, Saturday being Valentine's Day. Of course, it's going to be busy. And then even before then, while I was still getting videos uploaded at a regular pace, it was still also just as busy. And here I am, tonight wanting to record more than one episode. But finding myself not wanting to, just on the sole basis that after this episode, I need to get this edited, rendering, and then uploaded to the channel before I go to bed on tomorrow. The funny thing is, I've been playing Pokemon within Pokemon. I usually end up playing Pokemon XD just for fun. Kind of. I say kind of because I already have gone through beating the story already, just not on the channel yet. And the main thing that I'm doing at this point is using that as the means of trying to level up the team. It was going to be Fire Red, but let's be honest, the Pokemon selection as well as the leveling within that game is better off to run it as it is as a means of trying to train Pokemon. Why are there so many Pokemon with this trainer? But I digress. So, kind of hard to do recording sessions with that when you have the desire to want to play a game that's probably still one of your favorite Pokemon games that you've had. Sorry, consulting the manual. After this, I do probably need to depart to actually heal my Doduo again. We have to play the fun game of if it's going to survive. Also, you're probably going to use Fake Out. Nope. Still flinched regardless. So, another passing thought or tangent situation going on. Kind of ties into the whole want to record multiple episodes in one go thing. There are instances where I want to do record multiple episodes in one go. The whole purpose with this channel, especially with the specific content episodes that are being done, was the engageability of this, which is engagement in general. Even if lack of, at least I'm opening the floor to anyone that does want to engage. All they need to do is just say so. Just type in the comments. I know there's people watching this. Heck, someone gets adventurous and they want to do it, go ahead and share some of the stuff out. Making progress to some degree. Haven't mentioned it yet, but now we're at 4 subscribers for the channel. Alright, I do have to use this advantage though to actually fly back. I now have to go all the way backwards to move forwards. That's fine. See, I'm intentionally and unintentionally trying to pace this episode, so that way I avoid trying to obtain my 6th member of the team, and leave people guessing as to what it is. So here's the tricky part about all this too, which granted, works the same way with TV shows and their titles, kind of giving spoilers as to what to expect. But with the thumbnails to the videos, you guys are going to know what to expect for what happens. So, with this episode being done... Oh yeah, that's Runaway. With this episode taking place, for anyone that watches the videos, they'll know who the next one is that I'm going to obtain. But for everyone else that's watching this on a normal basis, you guys won't. Does that diminish the experience? Is the question. Because if you think about it... Actually, I don't know. I'm going to leave that just end to that note. I don't think there needs to be any more note to that note. Let me know in the comments if you think that there needs to be any more note to that note. Also, devilfish. What is your favorite Pokemon? As I go through episodes while playing with my friends listening in the background and chatting along with it too, I do plan to go through similar bouts of same questions with one another. I just need to remember to actually write down said questions. So which does bring the fun questions to the audience itself. What is your favorite Pokemon? It could be any Pokemon. 12. No point in really using anything there. And I will not make the joke there. I will make the joke that you're using Magikarp. Yeah, I think that's a big joke. The joke is you wonder why you lost and you have 2 Magikarp as your team. Of course you're gonna lose. Your face still looks like a frog as well. I think that item is a rare candy. And I think this guy has a Nidorina and a Nidorina. Well, eventually will. I don't know. I'm still trying to remember everything, okay? Gotta admit, doing a lot better, at least in terms of memory, than other people probably would. Yes, I know, poison points. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Ouch. Ouch. Go. And I was wrong on that too. It's definitely not a rare candy. I'm trying. I'm trying here, okay? Again, you have to remember, playing this on its own without anything additional with it, like a randomizer, it's been a bit since I've done that with this game. So I've intentionally tried to avoid playing any new stories until we get to that point. This is going to be a bad battle. This is going to be a really bad battle. Just hope I'm strong enough to actually take him out. Electrode is faster. One powerful spark is all that it needs to take me out. Instead, it uses Sonic Boom like an idiot. And officially now, Dodrio, well, wasn't really officially now, same factor. Dodrio wasn't the weakest. Pinsir was still the weakest already. I know, avoiding the situation. I'll go back up to the situation after this fight. I still have to do some editing on this anyways. No one's really specified that the length of the videos need to be shortened or increased. Although I don't know why I went with the episodes short. Episodes are hard enough as it is to be running at 30 minutes with getting enough content in for stuff. Imagine trying to shorten it even further, like 25. Well, 25 might be a little bit more doable. 20, not so much. I'm the fishing guru's younger brother. I simply love fishing. I can't bear to go without. Tell me, do you like to fish? Grand, I like your style. I think we could be friends. Take this and fish, young friend. Super rod. We need this in order to obtain my 6th teammate. Fishing is the way of life. It is like the finest poetry. From the seas to rivers, go out and land the big one, my friend. Now, I have a request. If you catch a big margicarp with that rod, I want to see it. As much as I love to fish, I love seeing a gigantic margicarp. Sorry. You want to see a big margicarp? Anyways, we aren't going to go through the process to actually try to use the super rod quite yet. And I know there's another Snorlax that I need to fight, but I'm going to wait on the Snorlax until much, much later in the game. Use this opportunity to try to level up Pinsir a little bit more, since now Doduo/Dodrio is all caught up. I don't know why I called it Dodu. It's a Dodrio by this point. Darn it. It wasn't from Gust. I had a bottle cap fall on the floor. Was drinking. Was able to reach it without having to get up, so there's that. Still a little annoying. Have I gone off enough on enough tangents this episode? I think I might have. Alright. So, one final potential tangent, depending on how things go. If things go a certain way, I should be recording 2 episodes tomorrow. No, that's wrong. I'm gonna try to record all 3 episodes that I need to for this week tomorrow. Because I want to. And then I still need to talk around to see if next week's plan is going to work. Because if next week's plan is going to work, then I need to get that set up. Which won't take much for me to set up. It's just a matter of making sure that it works day and time-wise. Oh, this is a bad time to start a fight against a guy. Anyone that sees the time of the video, you'll know the reason why this is a bad time to start this fight. I can't make mistakes, and I also can't slow down on this. Yes, I'm still trying to keep it within like a 30-minute time frame. I'm not going back on that tangent again. Don't forget, leave a like and a comment. Especially the comment more so. The likes are fine, but I mean, comments will probably help out too. It'll take a little bit, probably, but I will see it. Say something about it. It is going to be there. Always watching. I am always watching. So that's where we're going to leave this episode. But I will leave it on a final note/thought for anyone that's watching this episode, specifically at the time that it happens, and wants to try and take a guess as to what exactly it is I'm going to try to catch. It's in this city. We'll leave it along that note. next episode, I will try to go through and catch the Pokemon that will be the 6th member of the team. Interesting thing when that happens is I'll leave it just at that. I'll just leave it as simple put as that. So I hope I'll see you guys in the next episode. If things go a certain way, we'll leave it at that word.